Good morning, family. Today is a little different. Today, your boy, Uncle Neely, turns 55 years old. Happy birthday to me. Now, I don't claim to know everything. Life has a funny way of humbling you every time you think you've got it all figured out. But after 55 years, a divorce, raising children, friendships, business deals, politics, media, success, failure, wins, losses, and a whole lot of prayers, I've learned a few things along the way. So this morning, for my birthday, I want to share 5 lessons that took me 55 years to learn. Maybe they'll help somebody. Maybe they'll save somebody some time. Or maybe they'll just confirm something you've already been feeling. So let's get right at it. Lesson number 1. Don't expect you from other people. This one right here will save you a lot of heartbreak. Most disappointment comes from expecting people to operate the way you would operate. You answer the phone, they don't. You show up on time, they don't. You keep your word, they don't. You go the extra mile, they stop at the first exit. And then you find yourself frustrated because people are treating you the way you wouldn't treat them. But here's what I learned, y'all. They ain't you. For years, people told us to treat others how we would want to be treated. But I think there's a bigger lesson there. There's something better we can practice. Treat people how they want to be treated because everybody's different. Everybody doesn't tolerate the same thing or accept the same thing. Everybody communicates differently. Everybody receives things differently. Everybody wasn't raised the same. So the minute you stop expecting people to think like you, to move like you, and sacrifice like you, life can get a whole lot easier. Lesson number 2. It ain't about you. Lord, man, have mercy. This one took me a while. Because most things people do have absolutely nothing to do with you. The text wasn't returned. Maybe they're dealing with something at the time. Their attitude changed. Maybe life hit them before breakfast. The opportunity didn't happen as it happened for you. Maybe it wasn't your season. We spend so much time making ourselves the center of every story. Everything becomes personal. Everything becomes an insult. Everything becomes disrespect. Sometimes it ain't about you. Sometimes people are fighting battles you know nothing about. That car in front of you that's driving slow, you're not driving slow to make you late for work. You're driving slow because the transmission going bad. But you think it's about you. Hey, get out my way. But sometimes God is protecting you from something you can't see. And sometimes life is just simply life. The older I get, the less energy I waste carrying things that were never mine to carry in the first place. Lesson number 3, and this is life, business, everything. Never offer a deal you wouldn't take. That's friendships, that's relationships, that's business, that's life. If you wouldn't sign it, don't offer it. If you wouldn't accept it, don't present it. If the deal only works because the other person loses, it's probably not a good deal. Too many people spend their lives trying to win every negotiation. I've learned something different. The best deals leave everybody standing. The best partnerships create value for both sides. The best relationships don't have winners and losers. The best relationships have teammates. When I sit across from somebody, I want to know I'd take the same deal if our seats were switched, if our roles were reversed. That's integrity. And integrity still matters. Lesson number 4. People gonna talk about you anyway. I wish if somebody would have told me this when I was 15 or 25. They gonna talk. When you're broke, they talk. When you're successful, they talk. When you're single, they talk. When you're married, they talk. When you're winning, they talk. When you're losing, they talk. Oh, and when you're struggling, they sure enough talk. Man, people talked about Jesus. So what make you think you're going to get a pass? Some of us spend our entire lives trying to manage other people's opinions, changing directions every time somebody says something, holding back because somebody might not approve, being less than who we are because somebody might criticize us. Here's what I learned, folks. If you live for their applause, you'll die from their boos. Don't get so caught up in that. Likes, dislikes. People are entitled to their opinions, and every time their opinion ain't necessarily your business. They're entitled to their opinions. They're not entitled to control your happiness. So let them talk. They're going to do it anyway. Fifth and final lesson, lesson number 5. 3 words. God got you. This lesson came directly from Coach Prime to me. And it wasn't from a speech. It wasn't a press conference. It was from a conversation of 2 brothers. We were talking about my platform. And I had recently done an article in a national publication. And when he read it, he was talking about how I held back. Talk about my voice, my opportunities, my gifts. And the truth be told, I did hold back. I was worried about saying too much. I was worried about stepping fully into everything God had placed in front of me. But Coach looked at me and he said 3 simple words. God got you. And that's all he needed to say. What he was really telling me was this. Stop playing small. Stop asking permission. Stop worrying about people who aren't carrying your calling. Oh, man. Say that one again. Stop worrying about people who aren't carrying your calling. Tell your truth. Walk in your purpose. Trust God with the results. Too many of us spend our lives dimming our lights so other people can feel comfortable. We water down our opinions. We hide our talents. We suppress who we really are. And for what? The same people you're trying not to upset, like we talked about in the other lesson, are going to talk about you anyway. The same critics you're trying to satisfy will never be satisfied. So why not fully be you? Why not maximize every gift God gave you? Why not tell your story the way only you can tell it? At 55 years old, one of the greatest lessons I've learned is this. If God gave it to you, don't apologize for it. If God opened the door, walk through it. If God gave you the platform, use it. If God gave you the voice, speak. Because when it's all said and done, you don't answer to the crowd. You answer to the one who gave you the gifts in the first place. And whenever fear tries to creep in, that's when I hear the words of Coach Prime ringing in my ear. God got you. So that's what 55 years has taught me, y'all. Don't expect you from other people. All right? Remember that it's not always about you. Never offer a deal that you wouldn't take. People gonna talk anyway. And when it's time to walk boldly in your purpose, remember, God got you. Hey, I'm Uncle Neely, 55 years young today, and trust me on this one. The older I get, the less I know. But these 5 lessons here, those lessons cost me enough that I'm pretty sure they're worth sharing with you today. Hey, it's the Morning Wood, no coffee needed. You know where to find us on the Pregame Network. One love.